Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV playthrough video. Today we continue with our Shadowbringers journey. That's kind of awesome to say at this point. Last time we went deep into the trench at the Crystal Tower to find the little cog thing that Chris told us would be waiting there for us. Suddenly we experience another headache. This one though, a little different from the others. Seemingly we get transported from Eorzea to a foreign land with pink trees and very bright sky. After a little bit of a daze, we get back on our feet and head to the nearest sanctuary known as the Crystarium. And who's waiting for us there other than an Icelandic bunny girl? Great start to the expansion. It seems like we pissed her off a little bit and she comes charging at us, attack mode, but actually it's for this crazy flying creature behind us known as a Sin Eater. She deals with that, and it's then that our best buddy old pal Chris reveals himself again to us, this time actually in like real flesh, like he's a real person. Known as the Crystal Exarch, we weren't actually that far off with the name Chris, imagine that. He brings us into the Crystarium, and there are all you guys being awesome and welcoming me in the most tremendous fashion I could have ever imagined. Such a cool experience seeing everybody lined up there. There were just so many people I can't even comprehend. I have no words. You guys were awesome. Thank you guys. And from that point, we get a little bit of a tour around the new place. We get our own apartment, which is awesome. Balcony view and everything. But as usual, before we get the chance to put our head down on the pillow and get some nice, well-deserved rest, we have our first horror experience of the Shadowbringers expansion. Our apartment is apparently haunted by no other than the ghost of the Warrior of Darkness himself, but he actually tells us his real name, Ardbert. Kind of a weird one if you ask me. And to his surprise, it seemed like the Warrior of Light was the only person who could see or interact with the Warrior of Darkness. After another conversation with the Crystal Exarch in this awesome Ocular room, we head off to Amarang to try and find Alisaie. We run a few errands here and there in typical MMO fetch quest fashion, and then finally stumble upon a bleeping Alisaie off the top of a building. And Alisaie takes us back to where she's been spending all her time here training as a guard. And this place, run by Tesleen, who we met shortly before at the markets, is basically a kind of palliative care inn where those who are afflicted come to spend the rest of their days before turning into one of those Sin Eater guys that we saw before. And it's at that point where Tesleen and the other carers, including Alisaie, poison them. So yeah, another cheery place that we stumble into on our adventures through Eorzea. After the Warrior of Light and Alisaie go and get some poisoned fruit, one of the afflicted individuals, this creepy kid who never says anything and is always staring at the sky, disappears, runs off into the desert, and now we have to go and find him. Where we find him, however, is in front of one of these Sin Eaters, but leaping through the sky like a total badass to Halric's defense is Tesleen, slicing off one of the wings of the Sin Eaters, but then it happens. My welcome to Shadowbringers moment. Tesleen, unfortunately, who spent a good chunk of her life caring for individuals and basically ensuring that they don't turn, gets stabbed with the thing by the thing and turns into the thing while the kid watches. So that's how we kick off this expansion. Obviously everybody's now depressed, and we decide to leave this place and head back to the Crystarium to speak with the Crystal Exarch. And that's about where we left it off. This episode we head out to find Alphinaud. Don't forget, if you're new here and you're enjoying these videos, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. You guys can become members if you want to help support me and the channel as well. And if you want to stay updated or get involved with any of the raids or trials that I'll be doing, definitely consider joining the Discord. I'll leave a link for everyone in the description below. I appreciate you guys, but let's get into episode 2. Yes, we gotta go get meet the boy, find out what he's been up to. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Kholusia. I will pick you out a friendly well. Oh yeah, he's in the Limsa place. Cool. That's right, mounts like my grey friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Yeah. Seeing as you're plainly unaccustomed to riding a Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any zone worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior teamers will attend to you while I ready amounts. You want to fly in a Maro to Kholusia? Well, I suppose if Master Genmai is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with mine shortly. You can now travel to Kholusia, speak with an aspiring Maro teamer to fly to the island. Okay, let's go. So the fat cats are over here.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Shit. It's pretty colorful. We are arrived. This cracked shell beach on the eastern coast of Kholusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It's the people you should be wary of. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Eulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Eulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Eulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. So where do I say I come from then? Oh, I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Eibor. Eibor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kholusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme. That will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you're ready to return. Oh, we have a Gobu? I wonder what they're called. Multash. These are some weird ass names. I think I prefer Gobu. I wonder what is that little island as well? Is that somewhere I can go? No. Oh, Aetherite. Let me get this real quick. I see you. I see you. You can hide. You think you can hide from me? You guys just having tea in a shack. Enjoy. I have business to take care of. In case you guys didn't care. What are you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere, if you've a taste for him. Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan, and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphinaud, eh? Aye, I know the one, our young champion of the downtrodden. Eulmore's richer than all of Nordbrand put together, but it's a different story for them to live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. Aye, I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide, that's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern, the locals... Okay, so that's where everybody was chilling. The locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there and I'll see that Alphinaud joins you. That's why you guys were there. Oh my god! What are you guys doing in here? This your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What do you be having? Water. I'm a good Christian boy. A fine choice. What will you be paying with? Well, no, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear, I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity, and I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Clean the dishes, I guess? Here's an idea. There's a common to the north of where we go, or... Hello. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables. But lately, the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? Sounds like my type of deal. At some point, we're gonna have to kill this kid. I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. Sally's got our beer. Okay, so something else is about to happen. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can leave about here as long as you like. No response, maybe you need to knock louder. Okay, I will do so. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing. Shall we kick it down? Oh yeah, he's still asleep. You do hear faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Let's kick it down. Get this motherfucker up for work. Oh, no one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. This guy bailed, or he's dead. Job successful, boys. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gatetown, outside Eulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. One of these guys could have paid for it. Just saying. That looks like it's got radiation in it.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
I know that voice. Holy shit, nice outfit.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
I wonder who it could be. Oh my god,
It's
it's
good to see you, my
Alphie.
friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
You get some new drip. Tell me about it,
Just like
Alphie.
that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Hang on, Theva. Have I ever told you the story about Alphie and the Crystal Braves? You want to hear this one? Huh? No? Okay. Another time then. Maybe some of the drawings?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
True. When did he go? Oh yeah, we didn't see him die or like get called. He was with Shadowhunter / Gaius, then got carried back.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
We thought we lost you. I wasn't more worried about him. I was more worried about
Alisaie said
Y'shtola.
much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
I'm interested to hear what he's been up to.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alisaie told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may.
I kind of feel bad for Tataru as well. She's left on her own. Little Tataru just in the rising stones, just sitting there like... I'm sure she's keeping herself busy, but all her friends are gone.
It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Black Rose. If I remember.
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Right, and they took down the place.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course.
They'll just make it again.
In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat.
Right.
One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity.
Listen, Alphie, I know a kid, if you want to satiate that.
I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
Tess.
That is what brought me to the gates of Eulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Of course.
And so we take to the road once more.
Best buddies. All right, we got 2 of 4 friends back. Is there anybody else? There's Alphie, Alisaie. Oh wait, no, Thancred. We didn't get Thancred back yet. So there's we get 2 of 5. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, we may be lucky enough to see why I've yet to set foot in Eulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Okay. So guys, how's your day going? Sally's just chugging. Chug, 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 chug. Ah. What you guys drinking? Oh, Salem's up for some Texas Hold'em. I do like how the map changes a little bit. Like, it doesn't feel the same, but there's very similar elements that make you go, ah, I know where I am. It's really cool. Kholusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. I was just saying the same thing. To think whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me. Huh? Over there. Quickly, someone's in trouble. Oh shit. Wait, is this Tess? Oh, thank the fates. Look out. Tess? Is that you? I don't think it's Tess, guys. I don't think it's Tess. My poor heart. Thank you, young sir. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madame? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Eulmore with the rest of them. I doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone. Let's just make the Sin Eaters' task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Aww. I mean, I guess when it's your life versus your home, you see for your life, you know? 'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Eulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Oh boy. Yes, Alisaie would be qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Arang, Kholusia is almost a heathen. But as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Eulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gatetown, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
How did they get chosen?
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Hey? Oh shit, this guy's smoked a 40 a day for 40 years.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
I don't know what that means, sir.
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
We got a situation on our hands, Alphie.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
What the fuck? Is this gonna be like some Hunger Games shit? Oh no.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Eulmore extends its warmest regards.
Okay, red
Let it be
jongleur.
known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine.
Okay.
We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu.
Yay! Okay.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
I'm not really the best cook. I used to know a girl, but
What
she
about
died.
that girl?
Do you recall how I said Eulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
Fulfill the whim.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms.
Oh
Come,
shit!
Join us in the city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Nice! Holy shit! Congrats!
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
I don't know. How about you girls tell us?
Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Yay!
For you.
Ah, love.
Enjoy.
Imagine this was your job.
Goodness.
Over here.
Kind of
Meal
fucked
is
up.
a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well.
Wait, is this like Soylent Green or something? Oh boy.
Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems,
Seems...
well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Unless it really is people. I would not be surprised, given what we've seen so far. I feel... Oh, no. Are they gonna, like, abduct her and she's not actually gonna become a citizen? They're gonna kill her and melt her down into the bread? I have it figured out. Soylent Green really is people. Maybe that's the actual butt part. Maybe they chopped that part off. Maybe the head's somewhere else. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city of Duskfar come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the last 2 decades, ever since Eulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I've tried to propose ways that they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now that I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Okay. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Peeled chunks, meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Ew. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that awaits me inside those walls. But will they ever pick me? No. Unlucky. Hey guys, still here are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Eulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gatetown's not much to look at, aye. But at least it's safe, and the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. You seen what Gatetown has to offer? I certainly have. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal and believe Eulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. I feel like this will give a more interesting answer. You disapprove of these people's way of life. Disapprove? It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Not that it matters, however unjust this system seems to me. If these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Eulmore's law guests are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the land are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Right. Nay, I am not convinced that Eulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Kholusia's people. I'm not so naive as to think there's some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from the poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Eulmore's gates. Are we going? It's fortunate that you arrived when you did too. I've been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should come to fruition. Okay. I'm down. There's a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called. Though you and I know them as the Sahagin. Ah. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tatari took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favours the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to produce such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely the most jaded Eulmorean lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. True, yeah. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Head nod. No, we needed the head nod. Excellent, I should be glad of your company. First things first then, we must pay a visit to Mosha Moa, my supplier in Right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Okay. Oh. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Masha Moa. This is my associate too. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? Oh, it was that guy. I know of no such person. Mr. Lad. Short blue hair, no? He said he'd come in your behalf. And since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You have a vantage point on the north side of town, and I shall take the west. Okay. Search the surroundings for a male mistle with short blue hair. You may move the... Okay, we got this shit again. Where would I be? I mean, is this him? Oh, he's right here. You've located your quarry. Where's our shit, boy? Cat boy. 2, any sign of him? You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. Is this secretly Grahatia?
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen.
Shit, now we gotta feel
one here gives
bad.
a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea. Get in that way.
Come along, buddy. You wanna help out? We should help him.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Or kill him. One of the two.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Eulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Eulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Interesting. Why do I get bad vibes from this place?
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Eulmoran's interest.
It kind of reminds me of that movie with Ewan McGregor. I think it's called The Island, right? Where everybody's like wanting to win the lottery. I don't want to spoil it too much, but like things are not as they seem. Put it that way. Would you rather die quickly or die a slow, painful, starving death looking up at a city that you know you will never get to while all your friends are inside it, behind the wall, maybe having fun, maybe they've been turned into the food that you just ate, but you wouldn't know that, but you know?
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
Aww. We should make him our little, like, pet. Little pet cat boy. He runs around and does all the mundane tasks for us as repayment for stealing our shit.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
We did say, for those who can yet be saved, right? Or whatever it is. That's not who you are.
I suppose not. Were Astinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphinaud, ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that?
Is that what?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Oh. Who dat?
Come on, they may need our help.
That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Cough, splutter. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. What are we doing here, Alphie? I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristol. I was invited into Eulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vauthry's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. From up there, how are we not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, I wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Vauthry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Eulmore, his word is law. Lord Vauthry. So we're gonna kill him, right? Yeah? The more I hear about Eulmore, the more determined I am to see what awaits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should convey Tristol to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. A way into the city? Oh, he's like... he either wants to go back in, or he's like, are you people mental? Why would you want to go in there? I like how they build it up that you can't know what's in there, right? They're like, oh, paradise awaits behind here. I'm like, can I get inside the city yet? Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Eulmore, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach. But since it's plain you set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. What the fuck is a paintbrush gonna do, bro? The Eulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. Oh, Alphie can paint. Yes. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. He doesn't need to convince, he does. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. No. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. So this is how we get in. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristol has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Don't we know it? Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. Oh, he has imposter syndrome too. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Gatetown and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Oh, here they come. Hey girls. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. I like how they rhyme everything. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. I'm not sure that rhymed. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. Well, funny enough, I can paint. Portraits, at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Aha! Ho ho! Flecks of paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. There's no way they let him in by just showing a paintbrush, right? Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well, come with us, and we'll put those talents to the test. Aha! Idiots. And who is this hanger-on, well-wisher, or parasite? Yo! I'll have you know. Why, this is my assistant. He whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with him, or not at all. Come on, girls, you gonna let me in? Parasite, then. We shall leave his fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Eulmore's sweet embrace. Oh shit, they're gonna hate me. We just showed up. Made our way in. Oh, mercy me, the meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. Oh, that's what they were waiting for. We must empty the sacks as we make our way back. Hey! They don't even want to get in anymore, they just want meal. Which is fucking sad, honestly. Oh, shit.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place.
That guy was like passing out in the fucking counter.
Once they held fast against the madness.
We got strip
The
clubs?
coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Holy shit. It really is paradise. We got cat girls, strip clubs, bunny girls.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
I get really dark vibes from this place though. So can I just like go in? The glory gate. Ah, sick. Hello. I'm here to emigrate or immigrate, not emigrate. Hey Sally. Fancy seeing you here. And get your papers sorted? Why yes, I am new. Yeah, we got a floor sweeper. Hey, whatever pays the bills, huh, Palolo? Ooh. Oh. Special permission. Okay, we'll have to do that next time. It really is like a fancy limsa. Kind of reminds me of a cruise ship. Okay, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No? Not even a single tear? Moving right along then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to Joyous Hall. Wow. Aptly named. I'm sure it's very joyous. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gatetown, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. Thanks, girls. Let's go. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. You better get painting, Alphie. Oh yeah, I gotta shout my name. Welcome to Eulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? Ty! I'm Alphinaud, an artist, and this is Tu, my assistant. She said, say it loudly. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Eulmore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favour of Lord Vauthry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. He said that with a tone. I don't like it. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general labourer. Or get kicked out. I see. And might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually, Shy Nuz and Dulia Shy, a mistal couple whom most refer to as the Shies. They are both gentle souls. Yeah, right, we know that's a lie. But I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please while I complete the relevant paperwork. He's gonna get our names wrong, isn't he? All in order. These are your registration documents. Invisible. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Eulmoran citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. I'm excited. I love paradise. So far, nothing creepy. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. I don't like that phrase. What have we here? Alphinaud, artist. 2, artist's assistant. To be employed in the service of Lord Shy Nuz and Lady Dulia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. They need a big stamp. I think it best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... What's that face? Oh dear. You smell hideous. Whoa. Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Sorry, bro. Proceed directly to the delousery next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you'll want to splash yourselves with this perfume liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Cornan, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. I wonder why we smell. I hadn't realized we were so aromatic. I guess I haven't really showered in this game before. That's like 3 expansions. That would kind of make sense. Oh my god, we're gonna get our first shower. Oh, no. Wait, is there... Okay, we'll go in this. Wait, I don't like the door. We'll go there. This is the safest option. You rinse yourself clean in a stream of water. Apply the sweet-smelling perfume. This bottle contains scented water, the liberal application of which can... Okay. I no longer smell. Wow, look at this. You apply the perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. Oh, you've showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not? That is to say... it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Oh, he just... he had the same thoughts as me. Oh yeah, we tease him with Alisaie. The brother-sister. Alisaie would have been drying her hair by now. Wouldn't she just? Very well. I shall endeavour to emulate her boldness then. Courage, Alphinaud. It's a shower, bro. Get it over with. Come on. See? It wasn't all that bad. Now we can go another 3 expansions. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? I bet they're wondering what an artist's assistant has need for a fucking huge ass Allegan bow on his back and all this really sick ass armor. You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters, and above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Eulmore spend their days. If you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's Parlour. They'll be in there, like as not. Okay, thank you, Cornetto. So keep running the endless staircase. Ooh. I want to have a look. So is this like the aft castle, I guess? Aha! The new patrons.
Oh, who's this then?
Hey. That voice threw me off.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
He's acting like an artist. Cool.
You must be the new,
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those like childhood movies. I'm thinking of like Matilda or something, where you have like Miss Trunchbull and this really ugly face, and like some horrendous scene is going to happen where she like eats worms right into the camera or something. I feel like this is what this lady's gonna do. Maybe I'm judging too early. Maybe I'm judging her by the book cover, but yeah, I'm fearful of her.
That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
yes. Well, I mean, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
The guy they threw off, right?
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Eulmore.
Alphinaud, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
With a big ass bow. Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges.
Did he change his
Resolved
accent?
to prevail together, or not at all.
Oh, not at all.
Of all people, 'tis he who best understands my work.
True.
With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see?
Of course, yes.
Out of gratitude for his priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
I have many things that I must purchase for my Lord Alphinaud. Easels, paints, the like.
Ooh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
Perfect. Perfect.
Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Bang, she wears the pants. In this relationship, probably big enough for 3. All right, well, Alfie's doing a good job. He's putting on the act and everything. I love it. Now you have the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colourful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Oh, hello there. For fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, it is lovely to meet your acquaintance. Ahem, speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I dropped my handkerchief. Oh. And now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Hey bro, what's going on? Here, he's doing some pull-ups. You getting your workout in? It's back day? Okay. I'll spot you, bro. Don't worry. Wicked white. That was too close. Was this him? Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge. But luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You must think highly of your mistress, yeah. For a handkerchief. She's my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. Is he blind? Did he get his eyes gouged out, or does he just have them closed? When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life, but there was so much more to this city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has ever been so kind to me. I can think of no other place in Kholusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deeds, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. Okay. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet, I must return to her immediately. My attendant told me everything. I'm so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You value him highly then, huh? Dang, she kinda pretty. As if he were a member of my own family. I cannot live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Wow. Mayhap in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Oh. What kind of measure? Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodity to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Yeah, but at whose expense? Also, seriously though, at whose expense? Where do they get the money for this? Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. So let me get this straight. They live inside this little gated community, which is essentially a two-tiered society, functionally communism, where money doesn't matter because the city just provides once you surrender all your fortunes and possessions. Well, is it communism because is the labor owned by you or is it owned by the state? I don't know. It's some weird version of it. But my question is, where does the state get the funds for all of this? Because there's no way they just like redistribute people's money because eventually they'll just run out. I guess this is going to be revealed, but I'm interested in this. This is actually kind of a really cool turn on how this place like works. All this talk of relying on the bonded and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. I'm a free man, basically. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the Beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista B, usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. So she has a bad side. Tista B. So this is the Beehive. Okay. Okay, this is my kind of place, baby. Let's go. Hey, Tista B. Ma'am, welcome to the Beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see. Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at your ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? I love this game. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Okay. That makes sense. It's just like blackjack. Now what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? There's no like, it will be the same. It's gotta be high. It's 10 v 9. You're going with high then? Right? Let's see what we've got. My cards add up to 15, and you have... Easy. 18, baby. Let's go. You win. I like this game. Congratulations. Your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, then we'll talk about that favor. That wasn't what we agreed upon. You said 1 win. Okay, let's go. Let's see what you got. I feel like we should be calling it after the second card. This makes it so much more difficult. It's gotta be low then, right? It really depends on whether she gets like a 10 or some shit. You know what? I'm feeling risky. I'm going with high. I think there's a higher chance of me getting higher cards, like face cards. 13, I have 7. Give me the 10, baby, or the 9. Boom! Easy. I think this is rigged. This is like rigged on the back end for MSQ progression. Well, well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations, the victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Tista what she can do for you. We're on YouTube, Tista. I can't do anything too crazy. That's all? How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vauthry was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmorean need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Athorn over there. There's not that merry sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Okay, well, Tista B, it was certainly a pleasure. What's that? New to Eulmore, you say? Only just arrived and already you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. He certainly looks like he's enjoying his life. I tell you what, you hop up on stage, give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. You think that's funny, huh? You guys think that's funny? I will certainly dance. You guys have not seen the dances, I know. Up there, oh shit, we get the platform. I may or may not have done this in real life. Somewhere drunk. Just saying. Should I just do the Manderville dance? You know what? If they want to make fun of me, I'm gonna make fun of them. Manderville man does whatever a Manderville man can. Oh, I have to actually just do slash dance. Okay. Shit. Hey. Rig it down. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Okay, now we can have our conversation. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Something about our first city. Well, what can I tell you? It wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eulmorean army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pah! A toast to Lord Vauthry. You've gained preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphinaud will be expecting your return. He's able to make the Sin Eaters docile? I wonder how he does that. That seems like a pretty powerful thing in these parts. Wait, where'd Alphie go? Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city. So soon? Needn't have hurried back. Young Alphinaud has yet to put brush to canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Oh, he's getting pissed. He wants his art now. Ah, finally. Oh. Hey. He's back. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me. That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However am I to decide? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It was about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not... That is to say, as long as you... Whipped. Just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We'll know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? I feel like you get bored of this life. You buy a certain amount of shit, and then you're like, what do I do now? Oh, we're having afternoon tea again for the 23rd day in a row. There's nothing left that I haven't bought. It just seems like you don't really have anything to live for here. There's no life progression. There's no levels. You don't gain any XP. The bar doesn't go up. Number stays still. Number don't go up. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue our explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the lair below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. I think Alphinaud looks simply precious in the more frilly fashions, but he seems the most comfortable in travelling wear. So I settled on his current wardrobe. It's not a common style in Eulmore, but I can just imagine heads turning as he strides through the crowd. Weeping Warbler. Sob. Sniff. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then... I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thoric. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Wow, this is like a whole city out here? I didn't realize all this existed. Do they just like throw shit out here? Or what's going on here? Holy shit. Hee hee. You need medicines, tonics, potions? I'll take them all. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised. And even then, the voice may never heal completely. Hee hee, poor little songbird. Will I kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? This guy's kind of weird. Oh, your face? You didn't know? One of the many hopefuls who entered the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for the ship's rat. Oh, no. I'm content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. So it is what I expected. They take them in and then they disappear? They crunch them down into Soylent Green? Oh boy, this place. What have we gotten ourselves into? What's that other movie? I think is it Snowpiercer? The train? It's like that as well, where they eat, yep. Anyway. Did you get my medicine? Bad news. I feel bad for her, man. So that's it. What am I to do if I can't sing? Wait. Oh. Was it just... Am I the only one who thought that was Hildy? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time. I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave, but you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out onto the street. Oh, okay. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than a treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vauthry and arrange for your ascension. What? In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your soul... Oh. I know what's happening. Is he turning people... This is where the money comes from. He is artificially creating sin eaters because he has that ability to turn them into like house cats or whatever they said. Oh, that's what Ascension is. And that drives this whole process, this whole machine of like keeping people down there in like the shanty town and then bring them in and Lord Vauthry. Oh, mayhap you think it is a step too far. No, you would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Damn, this guy is down bad. He's simping. He's kind of like the old-fashioned simp. Ascension? Question mark? You must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vauthry that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Vauthry's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. This guy. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. So it's a cult. Lord Vauthry is truly a great man, isn't he? Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. R.I.P. Yeah, so this place is fucked up beyond measure. He's doing it because it drives this system that keeps this whole place going, I feel like. Whoa, Alphie! Holy fuck! Look at this shit! Dimensions are accurate? Indeed. It is good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay. The chais appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? Cult. So Lord Vauthry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this Ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Okay, so it wasn't Soylent Green, but it's kind of close. It was kind of close. You gotta give me points. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? This guy's impatient as fuck. Oh, what in the blazes? What's wrong with it? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphinaud. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Uh-oh. I say, did that come from above? Oh boy. These pair. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose set to ruin our fair city, but our lord has got him now and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. That didn't rhyme. Where was your rhyming couplets? A malcontent? How dreadful. This man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vauthry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crime lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. Oh yeah, baby. Execution time. Yes, Chad, and I'm here for the execution. Uh-oh. Freaky music. Solus? You here, buddy? Oh.
That's him. That's Vauthry.
Oh. He an ugly motherfucker. Wow. And the lion. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking? Mercy. Mercy. By the 12.
Oh, it's him. Oh no. Whoa! I just realized what that was. Holy shit.
Kholusia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vauthry, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
We're gonna get kicked out.
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud.
Fraud.
He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but.
What?
Yours is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society.
Okay.
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
Oh my god.
And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Jesus.
Another way, meaning what exactly?
I think we know.
Sin eaters are part of Eulmore society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide.
Wow.
And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Oh my god. This guy is a psycho.
It is true that Kholusia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Eulmore?
Alphie is always like this moral soapbox guy.
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours?
I've been doing that,
The
yeah.
guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
Look at his neck. What the fuck? Look at this. What the fuck is this? Jeez.
I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters.
So why don't you help everybody out there, bro? So sitting in your lazy fat ass.
I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
But no.
People call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Sneakery.
Painting.
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Eulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence.
No. Oh, he's healer. Yeah.
Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
This guy's voice is crazy. Are we gonna fight him?
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Ooh. We're definitely getting kicked out now.
Can you walk? I think so.
Oh, look at that look over the shoulder. That's so badass. It's like, you know what's coming.
Did that little worm just insult me?
He's a literal ball.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
I don't doubt it, honestly. You. The music. I knew he was coming. I knew he was gonna be there. Oh. What the fuck is he doing here? How did he get here? I suppose he's an Ashen. He can do whatever the fuck he likes. Holy shit, though. Okay, Vauthry's a character? Wild. That was a wild introduction. I'm curious how Vauthry got his abilities. Like, how is he the only one who's able to control the Sin Eaters? Like, what? That's kind of crazy. That's OP as shit. We're definitely gonna kill him. He's definitely going to be an extreme, and it's going to be awesome. He's going to take up like 3/4 of the arena, but it's going to be awesome. His voice actor as well is fucking sick. I love that. The fact they're just sitting there like stroking this big ass lion. It's very like Jabba the Hutt. I don't know. It's like another weird juxtaposition between the vibrance and the colorful, grandiose nature of Eulmore, and then just this plain white that you know is like terrifying to everybody else. There's something about that. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again, though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Eulmore. You think? In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Kholusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Yeah. Kai, sure. I've done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. At least he's alive. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vauthry wants us all dead. We've doomed this poor kid. Oh no. We have the ability to go back to the Crystarium and like, we have friends and superpowers, and this kid is just like hungry. Maybe you can come back with us. Okay. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there, if you're willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. Come on, bro. You cannot stay here. I need to do some thinking. Learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. He's like, okay. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Eulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphinaud? Oh, Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphinaud. Now I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vauthry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind to procure for me. One moment. Dang! I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. Dang, we can get back in? I already like her. I thought she was going to be super, super evil. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Aww, I feel kind of bad for her. Well, fuck. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vauthry and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Shit, we got them reunited. It is good to be back amongst friends, not to mention my dear sister. Why do I sense sarcasm there? I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the First yourself now, more than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. Alright, that's probably a pretty good place to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. That was such an awesome reveal of Vauthry and everything that's going on behind the scenes. I'm loving this so far. Next time, I'm guessing we re-strategize and figure out what we're gonna do about this guy. But that's gonna do it for episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying this playthrough and you want to see more videos. I'd really appreciate it. You can become a member if you want to help support the channel and me as well. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the support. We're going to be back live regularly on Saturdays for all types of extremes and that good stuff. So definitely tune in. Join the Discord if you want to know when that all happens. I'll post a little schedule in there, etc. as well. But yeah, that's going to do it from me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Take care. Peace. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so it tells YouTube to recommend it to other people like you. And if you're enjoying my videos and still haven't yet subscribed, consider doing so. I'd appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.